Since the publishing of the NKW Anvil video, we've had a lot of questions about the 458 SOCOM. Today, I'm going to go over there to the Chrono, compare it to a few different common calibers, and see how it stacks up.
140 grain polycase ARX, Corbon 300 grain T DPX, Strike Force 500 grain subsonics. Alright boys and girls, Doc here is going to go ahead and send some slugs down range. We're going to start out with 5 rounds of the polycase ARX rounds. I'm going to read the data. We actually, because it's so early in the morning, we have to face into the sun because of the chrono. So unfortunately, we won't be able to film into the sun, so I'm going to have to read the data. Ready? And start launching them.
Alright.
Don't shoot my chrono.
Yeah, that would be a bad day.
We have all the gas. 2630.
Ready?
Yep. 2560. 2597. 2558. 2595. And you're out. Man, I'm getting hit with so much injection port gas, it's unbelievable. Yeah. I'm getting like particulate. Okay, time for the Corbon 300 grainers. I'm going to stand slightly behind you.
Blasted with gas.
Yeah.
Ready?
Whenever you're ready. We've got 1920, 1899, 1922, 1913, 1933. I think those were gassier.
Yeah.
Alright guys, time for the 500 grain Strike Force ammunition. We're going from supersonic to subsonic. So we're going to have a power factor loss here, just by the nature of, crossing the supersonic barrier. But we are also going to make up for it with some extra bullet weight here. And it's going to be pretty quiet relative to the other stuff that we shot. So, lead off. We've got 1391, 1371, 1388, 1358, 1371. Alright, so yeah, totally supersonic, it looks like. Now we're going to go ahead and move on to some calibers that are a little bit more common.
Let's try an AK.
Alright, ear pro time.
C39V2.
Yep. This is our AKM representation, 7.62x39. 5 rounds. We're shooting the 122 grain Red Army standard ammo.
Ready?
Yep. 2390. 2394. 2371. 2375. 2304. I think that was 5.
I think it was. Right after I get done shooting that 458, I'm shooting this. It's like I'm not even shooting anything. I mean, there's like nothing there.
It's a big difference. You got a hog of a gun over there, and you've got just kind of like a...
Yeah, it's like comparing a frickin' 308 to a 22. And it's...
Yeah, for sure. No, the 458 is a lot of gun.
Yeah.
As far as intermediate cartridges are concerned.
Right.
You go back to shooting something like that, you're like, eh. Alright, let's go ahead and keep it in the 30 cal round for now. 300 blackout. These are HPR 110s, TAC TX. $22.71. 23.23. 23.23. 23.24. 23.58. Alright, moving up to 7.62 NATO. This M1A is loaded up with ZQI 147 grain, basically M80 ball. $27.42. $27.91. $27.32. $27.51. $27.57. That's the thing about Springfield products. Hardly work. No, but in all seriousness, the biggest problem with an M1A is the magazines. There were 2 magazines sitting on top of the safe. I grabbed the wrong one. What can I say? Alright, moving to 5.56. I got some ZQI 62 grain SS109s in here. I basically just threw my 5.56 upper on top of my 300 blackout gun. And my EOTech is blinking, which must mean that it's being as reliable as an EOTech. There goes nothing. $29.23. $29.00. $29.09. $29.56. $29.18. Alright, last but certainly not least, 12 gauge shotgun. What I've got here is a Mossberg 500 that has a 20-inch barrel on it. I've got it loaded up with just regular old Remington 1-ounce slugs, 2 3/4. There goes nothing. $14.16. $14.58. $14.78. Error. Might have been a little bit low on that one. It's okay. I just so happened to have brought a spare. $14.83. $14.92. Alright, boys and girls, that wraps testing. Hopefully, we just figured out where exactly those loadings of 458 SOCOM stack against common calibers. That said, I am not a mathematician. I have no idea where these things stack up at this point in time. However, I will put all of the math over in the sidebar over there, and I'll even throw in a nice graphical representation so that we can see visually where 458 SOCOM, or at least the loadings that we shot here today, stack up against these common calibers. From my perspective, the only 2 that I think gave the 458 SOCOM a run for its money without looking at any data would be the 12 gauge shotgun and the 7.62 NATO. Now, obviously, like I said, the data will tell, but I think there are some other benefits to 458 SOCOM that these 2 guns don't offer. When we're talking about shotguns, we have a limited capacity. Usually the max that I've seen is 8+1. 458 SOCOM gives you an extra round in that regard. And as far as 7.62 NATO is concerned, it's really heavy to carry the ammunition, and the guns are typically heavier than your typical 458 SOCOM. So what I want to hear from you guys is what kind of benefits or disparities that you guys captured from what the tests that we did here today and the data that we generated. I wanted to generate a discussion about 458 SOCOM as a viable caliber versus some of the other calibers that we tested here today, and what you guys think. Please leave us a comment down below. Let us know what you think. Let us know what you thought of the video. Thank you guys very much for watching the VSO Gun Channel, and we'll see you on the next one.